This is not a real baby.
It's a reborn doll, ultra realistic.
Nope, not a real baby.
Completely handmade, pretty uncanny, and wildly expensive.
8,000.
25,000, yeah.
Wow, you do bicep curls with this baby.
To be honest, my first reaction to seeing a reborn doll was pretty unsettled, and I just don't get it. Neither does my team.
What the?
I can't stop looking at it.
But I keep seeing reborns pop up on social media. They are taking over. Reborn dolls are growing almost twice as fast as the rest of the toy industry. So why are grown adults paying luxury art prices for extremely lifelike dolls? To find out, I'm doing what we always do on Business Explains the World. I'm heading to one of the biggest reborn doll shows in America, where I'm attempting to make a reborn doll myself to see what it really takes.
I don't have the patience for this.
And find the real reason these dolls are so expensive.
Super cute, huh? I was like, how do I get one? How do I get one?
Why do people have this?
So crazy.
It has therapeutic benefits.
I've never seen something as creepy as a reborn baby.
I had made a couple for a nursing home because they call it doll therapy.
It's not real?
It brings just this like kind of peaceful joy.
This is actually insane.
Do you want to hold him?
I would love to, yes.
My first stop is a place where artisans and collectors from around the world descend every year. I'm here in Orlando, Florida to check out the Yofi Doll Show, which is one of the most popular reborn doll shows in the world.
If I'm going to understand why these things cost so much, I need to make one. And throughout the process, I'll be using this graphic to tally up all the costs to see if we can justify these insane price tags. First, meet Lorraine Yofi. She has been making reborn dolls for decades, and she and her husband are the founders of this entire show. I'm taking Lorraine's painting masterclass alongside these women who each paid over $1,000 just to learn how to paint a baby.
This is your baby.
This is my baby.
Mercy.
Oh my gosh. Does she have a name?
Yes, Mercy.
Mercy, okay. Nice to meet you, Mercy.
Reborn dolls actually start life in a silicone factory, which produces the medical-grade platinum silicone that artists buy in big tubs, basically the raw DNA of the baby. But nothing baby-shaped exists yet. That only happens in the studio, where the artist mixes the silicone with a pinch of catalyst. You could say the doll is conceived in a bucket, then degasses it and pours it into a multi-part mold to cure. And when that mold finally cracks open, the floppy, unfinished silicone doll slides out, the moment collectors literally call its birth. Lorraine's talent and skills are known around the world of reborns. Her painting technique isn't just craft, it's copyrighted. The steps, demonstrations, even her teaching style are her intellectual property, protected as part of her business. So much so that she asked us not to show every step of the process in this video. And there are a lot of steps.
Wow, what is the first step?
Wash your baby.
Shall we go wash the baby?
Yeah. Like a real baby.
Get a little more soap on her. Oh, this is hot. I don't want to burn the baby.
The next step, spray the baby with alcohol and clean with a sponge.
Spray that baby. Little nose is so cute. I want her to breathe. There you go. Did you model this baby based on a real baby?
Search in internet, choose lips and this nose and these hands and like a Frankenstein.
That is a shiny baby. This is before I paint the baby.
And next step is the veins. This is a real baby, and this is the first modeling. It's my baby, my real baby.
That's your real baby?
Yeah.
My first go at modeling. Why am I nervous? Beep, 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 beep. So we're 4 hours into class, and we're just getting to the first layer of skin coloration. There's a lot more steps than I could have imagined, and every step takes a very long time, so I can see why this is so labor-intensive, and it takes a very special kind of artist to have the patience to do this. The baby is looking even more alive, maybe a little bit bruised. Now we're gonna do the creases, and I feel like Heisenberg. Let's go. Dab. Dab. How real does that look? I'm getting the hang of this.
And this is just the skin painting part of it. Okay, this is what I've tallied so far. First, you need the body, whether you sculpt it yourself or buy a blank kit. And if it's silicone, the material most artists and collectors prefer for realism, that alone can run many hundreds of dollars. Then there are the materials you need to paint the skin. Veins, blotches, all the layers that make the baby come to life. Next up, the hair.
This hair is called mohair, and then the edge of the hair in the front is alpaca hair, so you do that last because it's so fine. You're literally turning with the curves in the hair. If you root the hair the wrong way, it will stick up. And so it is a very tedious process.
Let's add to our tally high-quality Angora goat mohair, commonly used by reborn artists, runs about $30 to $60 per doll. Add in the necessary rooting tools, and it comes out to roughly $80 just for the hair. The parts are one thing, but what I noticed so far is just how much labor goes into this. Is that where the price really soars? Because this involves some serious artwork. And after visiting the micro-rooting class, I headed over to a space where artistry is truly taken to the next level. I don't know how to feel about this one. This one's freaking me out a little bit.
Yep, so the hair, we just use like a felting needle, a rooting needle, and we literally one hair at a time, just punch it into.
That's a lot of hairs.
Yeah.
How long does that take?
So something like this would take me probably a couple of days. Yeah.
Look at her lashes, so detailed. Oh my gosh, that is an unbelievable amount of detail. Human artistry is where the price really jumps. This is also where the pricing gets a little trickier and subjective, but we'll do our best. Every doll is unique, and the work can take 40 to 80 hours. So let's add that to the tally. When I asked artists how they price their labor, Jody put it simply.
For me, I really just got the price of the blank kit, yeah, and then I've just doubled it.
Okay, price-wise, we're in the thousands. And now the question any efficiency-minded business person might ask, does a reborn doll have to be made entirely by hand?
Hey Dynamos, Nick Carlson here. As the CEO of Dynamo, I am constantly recruiting awesome people to help make our videos. And that requires a ton of writing. The way I talk to you in videos is a little different than how I write a LinkedIn post. Enter Grammarly, an AI writing partner that helps professionals with all their writing needs from start to finish, with high-quality suggestions and personalization so it sounds like you. Want to see how? If we aren't sure where to start, we can use the AI chat and just give it a prompt. I want to write a post for LinkedIn to meet potential lead producer candidates. And it drafted a whole post for me, hashtags and all. Let's make sure this still comes across warm and natural. Click humanizer. Should I sound like an executive? Usually, yes, but that's too formal for social media. Let's see what Everyday Voice recommends. That's good, just gotta fix that M-dash. So how would people react to this post? That's where Grammarly's Reader Reactions tool comes in. It tells us what readers would remember and what questions they might ask, which is super helpful for getting ahead of those questions in the post itself. But now I've got to run to a coffee meeting. Luckily though, I can finish writing this post on my Grammarly app on this phone. Level up your productivity and get Grammarly today. Use the link in the video description or right here and get 20% off Pro. Thanks Grammarly for sponsoring this episode. Now let's get back to the show.
While handmade reborns take hours and hours to make and sell for thousands of dollars, I found their supposed competitors online for a tiny fraction of that. I bought this, one of the top-selling reborn dolls on Temu, for $24. And for a little variety, I bought one of the top-rated reborns on Amazon for $49. I received my dolls and decided to show them to the experts, my nieces.
Right now, I think it's creepy. Too big. Oh, they made a big mistake there. The thing that scares me the most was the bald spots on the head. I do not think that's cute. His eyelashes are worse. I don't like how the hair is not real. What's the point of putting a diaper on him if he doesn't have a rubber butt?
Okay, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs down.
Okay, I got my niece's expert child opinions, but I also wanted to hear from the grown-up experts.
I'm guessing you haven't paid a lot of money for this either, so, you know.
Shockingly cheap.
You get what you pay for. For me, a reborn doll is someone's artwork. And so for every one of these that gets sold, that, you know, it's money that isn't going back to the original sculptor.
That explains why handmade reborns command a premium. You're paying for skilled labor and artistry that just can't be mimicked at scale. But this still doesn't explain the massive spread within the handmade world itself. Some reborns cost a few $100s, others cost several thousand, and some sell for tens of thousands. So clearly something else is driving the prices way, way up. As I spent more time at the doll show, I started to notice something. Whether I asked collectors about price, or asked artists who they admired, or even just listened to conversations in the hallways, one name kept coming up.
We have a contest. That trophy is Romy Stridham.
I've heard of her. She's famous.
Yeah.
Romy Stridham has been a reborn artist for nearly 40 years. She's known for creating small edition platinum silicone dolls. And her dolls are as exclusive as it gets. But Romy wasn't the only name I kept hearing.
Jody Lombardo's, yeah, she's incredible. Jacqueline Kramer. There's just so many. I mean, you just start following people on Facebook and it just grows.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like crazy.
Yeah. Now this reveals something interesting about the doll world. You're not just paying for the doll. You're paying for the artist's name and for a level of expertise and skill and time that just cannot be scaled. This is where the price range really explodes. Okay, we've tallied the key drivers of price so far: the materials, the artistry, and the celebrity. But there's one factor we haven't really unpacked yet: demand. Remember, the reborn doll category is growing twice as fast as the rest of the toy industry. So why now? I don't have one definitive answer, but 3 big patterns kept showing up in the data and in the people that I met. First, there has been an undeniable shift in the broader economy. As automation and AI flood more of daily life, people are placing a higher premium on things that feel human-made. People want real, handmade things. Okay, now here is something that hit me on a much more human level. By 2034, the US will have more people over age 65 than under 18 for the first time in history. And compounding all of this, the need for elder care is rising much faster than the supply of caregivers. That's a structural surge in those who need care and a shortage in those who can provide it.
I had made a couple for a nursing home because they use them for Alzheimer's patients.
Thank goodness, that's so sweet.
The patients have better temperaments and stay calmer if they have the doll, so they call it doll therapy. It takes them back to when their babies were babies.
And finally, this realization, shaped by the lovable and quirky characters I met at the doll show, hit me harder than anything else. We are living through a historic rise in loneliness. Single-person households in the US are at a record high at 29%. About 1 in 3 adults in the US report feeling lonely, and about 1 in 4 US adults report not having social and emotional support. At the doll show, the data came to life.
I've been taking classes all year, like at any of the doll shows, and it's just so fun. You meet great people. Everybody's just nice and welcoming, and then you meet people from the other classes. It's like a community.
For some, reborns bring comfort to those who can't have children at all, and to others who are processing all different kinds of grief, like Christina Keeler. Christina is a mom of 2 real children and one of the most recognizable online creators in the reborn community. She didn't buy her first reborn because she wanted a hobby.
The real reason I got into them was we had lost our first child. And it was not all that long after my mom had passed away. And so I was already in the grieving process. And then all of a sudden, this unexpected loss happened. And she was gonna be named after my mom. I was in the hospital bed, just screaming and crying out, I want my mom, I want my baby. And then I never spoke about it again for 5 years. And then one evening, my husband and I, we were in bed on YouTube. We saw a documentary about these reborn dolls, and he's like, that's really weird. And I was like, yeah, that's weird. But to me, I was like, I want one. I have to have one. It brings just this like kind of peaceful joy. I was really anxious on the flight here, and I found holding him helped calm me down. And it just brought me back and brought me comfort. Yeah. Do you want to hold him?
I would love to, yes. And when I finally held Christina's high-end luxury Reborn doll for the first time myself, I understood the appeal in a way that I really didn't expect.
Oh my gosh.
Do you feel the weight? You see what I mean? And he even has like a little bum, like, and it feels
He
just
feels
like
so, like, so real.
Yeah. You're holding a baby, right? Like that's what it feels like.
I'm holding a baby. I've held many babies. I have nieces. I don't have my own children.
So you know what baby
I know what
feels
baby
like.
feels like.
Yeah.
Yes, I've spent nights with infants. I'm like comforted right now.
Right? Almost every person ends up rocking or patting or like movement
I'm like caressing,
that you would do.
I'm caressing him in the back.
It's just like this natural thing that happens to us.
It's hard to describe the feeling of holding baby Maui, and it really took me by surprise. It was the emotional weight of the whole journey and coming to love the people I met along the way, the community, the creativity, the human warmth that surrounded all of it. That is the part of the price that doesn't show up in the tally, but it's what people are really paying for. Connection isn't on the price tag, but it's everywhere. In the conventions, the workshops, the fantasy subcultures, the multi-generational family businesses, the emotional support husbands, and the online communities built around care and belonging. So yes, materials matter, skills matter, reputation matters, a lot. But I think the real reason this market is booming is because Reborn dolls sit at the intersection of three powerful forces: a renewed appreciation for what is handmade, an increasingly strained supply of human care, and an unprecedented rise in loneliness. Objects that let people give and receive care, especially in a supportive environment, have become exceedingly valuable. Reborn dolls aren't priced by their parts. They're priced by what people find in them: creativity, comfort, and most importantly, community. And that, more than anything, is what's most in demand.
I feel like this guy just doesn't even belong.
He just, goodbye. See him later. He doesn't exist.